Imagine discovering the last resting place of soldiers who faced each other in the ultimate conflict, or uncovering the eerie mysteries surrounding a prehistoric Iceman. Welcome to the bizarre yet true intersections of history. Join us as we explore the top 15 extraordinary historical coincidences that weave together the past in fascinating ways. Number 15. The Curse of Ötzi the Iceman. In 1991, the world was introduced to Ötzi the Iceman, a remarkably well-preserved natural mummy discovered in the Ötztal Alps. However, what began as an archaeological marvel soon turned into a tale of dread. Several people involved in Ötzi's discovery and research met with untimely and mysterious deaths. Helmut Simon, who found Ötzi, died in a freak snowstorm. Rainer Henn, the forensic pathologist who examined the mummy, perished in a car accident en route to a conference about Ötzi. These incidents, among others, have led many to believe in a curse surrounding the ancient mummy. Whether it's mere coincidence or something more sinister, the eerie pattern adds an element of dark intrigue to the Iceman story. Number 14. Samuel Langhorne Clemens, Mark Twain. Mark Twain, born Samuel Langhorne Clemens, is one of America's most celebrated authors. His connection with Halley's Comet is nothing short of extraordinary. Born in 1835, the year Halley's Comet made one of its 76-year visits to Earth, Twain predicted that he would go out with it as well. True to his word, Twain passed away in 1910, just a day after the comet's closest approach to Earth. This uncanny prediction adds a layer of mysticism to Twain's legacy, cementing his reputation not just as a master of words, but as someone seemingly attuned to the cosmos rhythms. Number 13. Jeanne Calment and Vincent van Gogh. Jeanne Calment holds the record for the longest confirmed human lifespan, living to the age of 122. Her life spanned 3 centuries, and one of the most fascinating tidbits about her long life is her childhood encounter with Vincent van Gogh. As a young girl in Arles, France, Calment's family owned a shop where the renowned artist bought his supplies. She described Van Gogh as dirty, badly dressed, and unkempt. This connection between the world's longest-lived person and one of history's greatest artists creates a bridge between the mundane and the extraordinary, reminding us of the interconnectedness of human experiences across time. Number 12. Pavlov's dogs and the Siege of Leningrad. Ivan Pavlov's experiments with conditioned reflexes are foundational to behavioral psychology. Yet, during the brutal Siege of Leningrad in World War II, the dogs used in his famous experiments met a tragic fate. As food supplies dwindled and starvation loomed, residents resorted to desperate measures. The once celebrated dogs became a source of sustenance for starving citizens. This grim turn of events underscores the harsh realities of war and famine, contrasting sharply with the scientific achievements associated with Pavlov's work. Number 11. James Garfield and Alexander Graham Bell. The assassination attempt on President James Garfield led to one of the most remarkable intersections of medicine and technology of the time. Alexander Graham Bell, the inventor of the telephone, attempted to locate the bullet lodged in Garfield's body using an early version of the metal detector. However, the attempt failed because Garfield was lying on a metal bed frame, which interfered with the device. Despite Bell's innovative efforts, Garfield succumbed to his wounds, highlighting both the potential and the limitations of emerging technology in critical moments. Number 10. The Unsinkable Violet Jessop. Violet Jessop earned the nickname Miss Unsinkable for surviving not one but 3 maritime disasters involving the Olympic-class ocean liners. She was on board the RMS Olympic when it collided with the HMS Hawke in 1911, survived the infamous sinking of the RMS Titanic in 1912, and endured the sinking of the HMHS Britannic in 1916 after it struck a mine. Each time, Jessop displayed remarkable composure and bravery, helping others to safety before ensuring her own survival. Her incredible luck and resilience in the face of repeated disaster make her story one of the most astonishing tales of survival at sea. Number 9. Benito Mussolini and his lover. The dramatic end of Italian dictator Benito Mussolini and his lover, Claretta Petacci, is steeped in historical significance. In 1945, as World War II drew to a close, Mussolini and Petacci were captured by Italian partisans while attempting to flee to Switzerland. They were executed, and their bodies were subsequently taken to Milan, where they were hung upside down in a public square. This gruesome display served as a powerful symbol of the fall of fascism in Italy and the intense public hatred towards Mussolini. Their deaths marked a dramatic and violent end to a dark chapter in Italian history. Number 8. Frederick Banting and World War II. Frederick Banting, the co-discoverer of insulin, made a monumental contribution to medicine, earning him the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine. However, his life was tragically cut short during World War II. In 1941, Banting was en route to England to test the effects of anti-gravity on pilots when his plane crashed in Newfoundland. Despite surviving the initial impact, Banting succumbed to his injuries the next day. His untimely death deprived the world of a brilliant scientist whose work had already saved countless lives and had the potential to contribute even more to medical science. Number 7. Augustus and 23 September. The date 23 September holds particular significance for Augustus, the first Roman emperor. Born Gaius Octavius on this day in 63 BCE, he later declared 23 September as his official birthday after becoming emperor. This date not only marks his birth, but also symbolizes the rise of the Roman Empire under his rule. Augustus's reign brought about the Pax Romana, a period of relative peace and stability across the empire, cementing his legacy as one of Rome's greatest leaders. The alignment of his birth date with his ascension to power adds a layer of destiny to his historic impact. Number 6. Louis XV and the Guillotine. Louis XV, the French king known for his hedonistic lifestyle and weak leadership, once predicted a grim fate for his family. He foresaw that they would be executed by guillotine during a thunderstorm. Although his own reign ended without such drama, his grandson, Louis XVIII, met a fate eerily similar to the prediction. During the French Revolution, Louis XVIII was executed by guillotine on a cold, rainy day in January 1793. This chilling prophecy connects two generations of French royalty and underscores the turbulent and often tragic history of the French monarchy. Number 5. Albert Einstein and Isaac Newton. Albert Einstein, renowned for his theory of relativity, was born in 1879, a year that holds historical significance beyond his birth. It was also the year the British Museum acquired Isaac Newton's personal library. This fascinating coincidence links two of the greatest scientific minds in history, spanning across centuries. Newton's work laid the foundation for classical mechanics, while Einstein revolutionized our understanding of space, time, and gravity. The transfer of Newton's library in the same year as Einstein's birth symbolizes a passing of the torch in the realm of scientific discovery and intellectual brilliance. Number 4. Marie Antoinette and Rose Bertin. Marie Antoinette, the ill-fated Queen of France, had a close relationship with her fashion designer, Rose Bertin. Known for her extravagant tastes, Marie Antoinette relied on Bertin to create her elaborate dresses and accessories. Remarkably, even after the Queen's execution during the French Revolution, Bertin continued to dress her using mannequins. This strange practice highlights the deep bond between the two women and the enduring impact of Marie Antoinette's style. Bertin's unwavering dedication to her craft, despite the Queen's demise, adds an eerie and poignant layer to the story of the French monarchy's fall. Number 3. The Great Fire of London and the Baker. The Great Fire of London in 1666 was a catastrophic event that reshaped the city. It all began in the bakery of Thomas Fariner on Pudding Lane. Fariner claimed to have properly extinguished his oven, yet a spark ignited a blaze that consumed much of London over several days. The fire destroyed thousands of homes, churches, and landmarks, leading to a massive rebuilding effort. This incident underscores how a single moment of negligence can have far-reaching consequences. Fariner's bakery, the unlikely starting point of such widespread devastation, remains a sobering reminder of the fire's impact on London's history. Number 2. Neil Armstrong and the Wright brothers. When Neil Armstrong set foot on the moon in 1969, he carried with him a piece of the Wright brothers' first airplane, the Wright Flyer. This symbolic gesture linked two monumental achievements in human aviation history. The Wright brothers' first powered flight in 1903 marked the beginning of modern aviation, while Armstrong's moon landing represented the pinnacle of space exploration. By bringing a fragment of the Wright Flyer to the moon, Armstrong honored the legacy of the pioneers who made his journey possible, highlighting the continuous thread of human ingenuity and the relentless pursuit of exploration. Number 1. World War I and II. The first and last British soldiers killed in World War I. The graves of the first and last British soldiers killed in World War I are located just 15 feet apart in Belgium, facing each other in a poignant and symbolic arrangement. Private John Parr, the first British soldier to die in the conflict, and Private George Edwin Ellison, the last rest in the St. Symphorian Military Cemetery. This somber proximity underscores the futility and cyclical nature of war, encapsulating the immense human cost of the conflict. The alignment of their graves serves as a powerful reminder of the sacrifices made and the tragic symmetry of war's beginning and end. That wraps up our exploration of the most extraordinary historical coincidences, revealing the unexpected connections that weave through time. From the eerie fate of Ötzi the Iceman to the symbolic graves of World War I soldiers, history is filled with remarkable stories that continue to fascinate and intrigue us. If you enjoyed discovering these unique intersections with us, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more curated lists, ranging from the top 5 must-see destinations to the top 15 deep dives into various historical events. Thanks for watching, and we can't wait to explore more with you in our next video.